And of course, I think one important thing to note is the cultural exchanges that happen in the Kingdom of Eswatini, especially now with India, because we have the High Commissioner of, the High Commissioner of India in Eswatini joining us right now to also speak about how they relate to the media industry and, of course, to Eswatini and the work that they have been doing in partnership with Eswatini as the year went along in the media industry. Can I welcome you, sir?
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me on your program.
We are obviously speaking about how the media industry and the year has been, the year 2025 in the media industry has been. And we obviously have to talk about the cultural exchange that happens between Eswatini and, of course, India. Can you just highlight some of the things that have been happening in the year? Because I do believe there have been, a few exchanges that are very prominent to what is happening today.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very happy that you brought up this subject because 2025 has been a really happening year as far as the not only the media but also the bilateral exchanges in the field of media. So speaking of media first, you'd be aware that in May this year we had the WAVES, which is the World Audio Visual and Entertainment Summit. So in which the entire media from all over the world, whether it is audio visual, whether it is entertainment, they all came together in the city of Mumbai. So from Eswatini, the Honorable Foreign Minister, Her Excellency Mrs. Folile Shakantu, she had led the Eswatini delegation to the WAVE Summit. So not only she represented Eswatini for the Eswatini media, she also was accompanied by a cross section of the all the representatives from the major media houses in Eswatini. So this also provided them with an opportunity to interact with their own counterparts from across the world, inculcate the best practices, which I'm sure will go a long way in promoting the media in Eswatini. So the entire delegation's trip was sponsored by us. So that is the media part of it. In addition to that, we also keep sponsoring journalists to go on familiarization visits to India. That happened twice this year. So we are hoping to have more of these exchanges. It's a regular feature, and we have kind of institutionalized it. And speaking of cultural exchanges, over the past 4 or 5 years, we have been sending delegations to the Surajkund Mela. So that represents the entire cultural as well as the business delegations from, half of it is from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, remaining is from the NCAC, the Eswatini National Commission for Arts and Culture. So this year too, we have received a delegation list of 20 people. So they will be going to India, and this delegation is also fully sponsored for a period of more than 3 weeks. They'll be spending time there, and that is it. And also, we have shared a draft cultural exchange program, which hope will soon see the light of the day, and that will lead to even further exchanges. This year, again, speaking of cultural exchanges, we hosted the first ever Indian Film Festival in Eswatini, right? But that was not this year. That was, I think, end of last year. Two seasons of the festival were held, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Senate President, and in which about 13 Indian films were screened. So these are all like path-breaking achievements over the past year. So it has been great for both the media as well as cultural part of it. Of course, there are a lot of other things I can talk about, but I am restricting myself to only the culture and this thing. But which even this I think is quite a bit for you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was the High Commissioner of India in Eswatini, Mr. Prasad. Thank you for joining us. Getting us into the insights of the cultural exchanges between Eswatini and India. We heard that, people were sent over to India to grasp a bit of knowledge in regards to, what happens in the media industry. And of course, learning that they did also host their first film festival here in the Kingdom of Eswatini end of last year, which is great to see because cultural exchanges means expansion, in the media industry. And tonight is such a big night for the reporters in the Kingdom of Eswatini.